Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema. Sit down back at the desk for some trailer watching and sticking to my horror lane. Coming out of watching one body horror trailer, checked out another one. Upcoming flick featuring Dave Franco, Allison Brie, coming for the first time in a feature directorial debut from writer-director Michael Shanks together. If you want to see my reaction to that teaser, you can see it right up there. And now we don't necessarily shift gears. These two boys, you could call them the Raka Raka boys, better known as Michal and Danny Philippou, who of course brought us a wonderfully twisted horror movie a year ago called Talk to Me, maybe 2 years ago now, are back with their second feature as directors. Here, Danny is the only writer along with Bill Hinsman, but they're bringing their second feature to the screen, and based on what we saw in Talk to Me, they certainly can play with some hardcore elements, if not body horror directly. So they feel adjacent enough to be the right move to go to next. And considering how much I enjoyed Talk to Me and how much I just love these two guys, I'm excited to take a look at this one. What are we talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair? Take a seat. We are getting ready to take a look at the official trailer for Bring Her Back. And as I said, this is their second directorial feature together. Very excited. Talk to Me did so many awesome things and is one of those where if you've seen what they've done on YouTube as the Raka Raka guys, and you saw what they did with Talk to Me, so promising in the world of horror. And what I love is here, the only thing that comes up for genre on IMDb is just horror. we know these guys can certainly bring it, and what I'm excited about here is Sally Hawkins getting in on this action. I really like any time she pops up, but the idea of her coming to play with the Philippou boys, come on, excite me, everybody. Let's take a look at the synopsis. A brother and sister uncover a terrifying ritual. Oh, I love ritualistic horror. At the secluded home of their new foster mother. So my guess is that Sally Hawkins is going to be that foster mother because she is a tad too old to be moving into a house with a foster mother. And it would appear that Billy Barrett and Olga Miller possibly are the brother and sister. I guess there's also another young kid here, Jonah Wren Phillips. Maybe it's him. Not really sure. Why should we ask questions or hypothesize about things when we've got the trailer ready to go? So I'm always excited for what Michael and Danny could be bringing in the world of horror. Let's get the trailer up for you. Teed up here for me, and let's take a look at what we are getting with the official trailer. Even though it's only 90 seconds, which is kind of more like a teaser. But hey, official trailer for Bring Her Back. A24. Oh, I love that. It sounds like the bowl. It's cool. From Danny and Michal Philippou. Uh-oh. Something gonna happen to this cat. The directors have talked to me. Let me out. I don't know. Do we want to let them out? Let me die.
Hey, good.
I like what they're doing with the words. Let her die. She just got in there. Let her. Oh no!
He's gonna bring it back.
You know what it is? Happening. Oh no. Oh man. Summer 2025, there's a lot of potentially disturbing elements at play with that one. That really is more of a teaser than a official trailer. But goodness me, I'm gonna say that's a teaser trailer. I think the titling on this one may have been off. One, things we know, if you're talking horror and you're talking A24, I'm getting excited. Not shocked that they're teaming back up with the Philippou boys after the success of Talk to Me. But it's one of these things where, for younger audiences, this might not be like a thing, because I'd say over the last like 5 to 10 years, you've started to see a shift. But back in the day, when you watched a horror movie, the one thing that you could say confidently was gonna be okay were kids. Kids, most of the time, were off limits, and if a story needed something to happen to kids, it was usually off camera. And here, that does not seem to be the case at all. Based on what we're seeing, it would appear that Jonah Wren Phillips is one of the two kids. I can't tell that, like, the girl, I don't think is this Olga Miller girl, unless she's a bit younger. So I'm not sure who's playing the daughter in this scenario, but Jonah Wren Phillips is for sure the kid that we saw. And I also can't tell if, like, Sally Hawkins is the villain, so to speak, in this movie. Like, it seems like maybe there could be something controlling her or influencing her actions. She's clearly doing things. We see her quite bloody after seeing Jonah Wren Phillips kind of bloody on the ground. And, you know, that was a quick trailer. Let's just run it again and kind of just chit-chat through. Again, another horror trailer, though, with no words. Just sound design, ominous scoring. I really enjoyed what they were doing with the words on the screen. Like, here's talk to me, now we'll build off of me, let me out. So, is she trapping these kids and filming them? And that ugly naked dude showing up, like,
He could.
making me wonder if the rituals are a little slimy. Like cutting a hair, that's definitely like ritualistic. Here, like that right there got me. Kind of reminds me of Dr. Sleep, when, now I can't think of his name, Jacob Tremblay was being eaten by that Rebecca Ferguson's character, who's kind of like a soul eater, but going after, and you're just seeing him squirm on the ground. It was at the time, one of the more disturbing things I'd seen, because again, usually kids are off screen or it's quick, and that was prolonged. And whatever is happening to the boy here, like, same thing, man. He is squirming, he's trying to get away. Now, granted, you're only seeing him, so maybe it's not Sally doing something, but like his face looks messed up, and you're sitting on her and then cutting to her with like blood all over her hand. And is she like inside or outside either a house or a car? I don't know, but Sally is definitely getting her hands a little bloody. And what is happening to the kids? Because the face here on the girl also looks extremely distraught, almost like Exorcist type stuff, and it feels similar to the little bit we could see of the boy. And the idea of but like what, like, bring her back. So I'm wondering, because we do see Hawkins, when they're saying like let her die, that appears to be Hawkins in front of a coffin that I guess is somewhat normal sized, but it looks like it's a man's head. All right, so that kind of breaks up that one, because I was thinking maybe somebody close to Hawkins, maybe a daughter, died. That could still be the case, even if this is a man based on the picture there. But maybe something happened to a kid or a sibling or like it would feel like the way that you're hearing, I believe, Sally Hawkins say, bring her back. Maybe she's trying to conjure up something that can bring back a lost loved one that's been replaced, maybe, with these foster kids, and like taking hair, like clearly building to some kind of a ritual, and then you end up in a circle. Like, he's gonna bring her back. I mean, it might not be her, but like there's a circle, the girl is there. I don't know what's happening. Disturbing, I think, is going to be the trend with this movie when we get to summer 2025. Like I said, if you're unfamiliar with the Philippou boys. They do not shy away from anything that is shocking, right? Like a lot of their YouTube stuff certainly plays in that realm, whether it just be extreme practical effects or stunt work to rather disturbing type scenarios going on. And obviously, if you saw Talk to Me, they balance the shock and disturbing quite well. What they're going with here, I just feel like I'm gonna be in one of these positions most of this movie. It is one of those spots where, again, like involving kids in horror, it gets to you. You know what I mean? And it is very effective in drawing out those, like, oh, please, like, you're legitimately worried, even though it's actors and it's a movie. Something about things happening to kids on a camera get you feeling that way regardless. And like I said, when it came to Talk to Me, that was a place that you lived in, right? Like, you're kind of on the, I don't know what's going to happen based on what people are seeing, but then you have that like party sequence where they're shaking the hand thing, and everybody's seeing ghosts and, you know, spirits of types, and all this wild stuff's happening. It's having fun. And then the younger brother does something that immediately puts you here. You're like, oh dear God. And from that point on, the tension in the movie is extremely high. This feels like that dialed up even more, which it's messed up how excited I think I get about some of these films sometimes. But if I'm going to a horror movie, that's how I want to feel. And it's something that I really dug about Talk to Me and what the Philippou boys are doing in general. Like, they really are able to get you to that sense where, like, you are kind of shaking and genuinely nervous about whatever is coming. As someone who watches as much horror as I do, I don't always find myself there. A lot of horror movies will pull tension. You know, they might have thriller elements. They might have body horror and things that make you squeamish. But the idea of being so tense, like you don't want to move and you're genuinely afraid of what's coming next, that's my favorite type of horror, because it legitimately gets you scared. And these guys did that once, and their second time out seemed to be doing it again. And yeah, I'm so here for Bring Her Back. The question is, what about you? Again, similar to our last video, where do you land in the world of horror? Do you like suspense thrillers? Do you like graphic horror? Do you like ritualistic horror? What things kind of speak to you in that realm? And then when you're looking at Bring Her Back, is this something that you're going to go check out in movies? Did you enjoy Talk to Me? Are you excited to see what the Philippou boys are doing next? Do you have issues when the horror elements are being directed towards kids? Does that unsettle you? Does it unsettle you too much to the point where you won't see a movie like that? And along with those thoughts, I'd also like to know, what do you think is going on here? What type of ritual is Sally Hawkins tapping into? Is she the person we need to be concerned about, or is there something bigger that might be driving her to do whatever is happening in this movie? Anything that you got, good, bad, indifferent, on the teaser trailer for Bring Her Back, put it down below in the comment section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the C-Man anytime. We're talking movies, TV, trailer reactions. You want to be here this summer to see what I'm thinking about Bring Her Back, or any of the upcoming trailers that maybe show us a little bit more. You just dig the vibe. You want to show a little love and support to the old C-Man. Well, come join C-Maniac Nation. It's super easy. Jump over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the C-Man's Cinema Sit Down, I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace.
C-Maniac Nation, you look nervous. Is it the scars? Would you like to know where I got them? No? Well, then maybe you'd like to see another video with the C-Man. How about up here or over here? And if you really dig the C-Man, well, then show him a little love right over there.